Welcome back to Grizz TV for more basketball action as we have the women's game on tap first, a part of our doubleheader broadcast. I am Ryan Gage. With me is Luke Sheber, and we are your hosts for today's games. The women return back home for the first time in 4 matchups and are back with a tough loss on the road in Manchester, 70-79. Bluffton come into play today, looking for some form in conference play. Just 1-5 so far in the season. Luke, what are the keys for both teams tonight?
So for Franklin, they need to force turnovers. Franklin on both of their women's and their men's teams love to pressure the ball and trap at full court and at half court. But Bluffton is a very good defensive team this year, so the Grizzlies really need to get them out of position and get some buckets in transition rather than using their set offense. And they cannot fall in love with the three. Franklin in their offensive sets shoot a good amount of threes, and they only shoot about 28% so far this season. If they get going, it can be a blowout like we've seen this season, but if their shots aren't falling, it can let Bluffton right back into the game. And for Bluffton, they need to lock down. Bluffton is really going to try and put the pressure on Franklin early. They only allow 59 points a game against their opponents so far this year, while Franklin averages nearly 80 a game. Bluffton needs to play physical and smart defense before Franklin gets going. And they also, lastly, need to play smart on offense. Bluffton is going to have a real problem against this Grizzlies defense. They need to be careful on making any lazy passes and being aware that they have help around them. And they cannot let this go to a shootout. Franklin is the team that wants this to go to a shootout and wants this to be an offensive matchup. Bluffton cannot let it get to that level.
Yeah. The play for Franklin recently has been coming from Jordan Kuhn. In her last matchup on the road in Manchester, she had 28 points, was 10 of 16 from the field, 4 for 7 from three-pointer. Had one of her best scoring performances of the season so far. But they need someone else to step up. Taylor Cooney, and it's more of that bench unit. They've had 16 bench points. 16 bench points against Manchester. They need a little bit more from that second unit today.
Yeah, usually they will get a little more from that second unit, but yeah, last game they weren't very great. I mean, Jordan Kuhn is obviously a fantastic player, over 20 points averaging on the season. And then, like you said, they have people like Taylor Cooney, the freshman, Erica Buning. There's a lot of just good players on this team that can get hot and get going. Maddie Barnes is very good as a senior. She steps in, she can get hot. She's kind of like their TJ McConnell. She comes off the bench a lot. She's starting tonight, but she's going to get in there and she's going to move the ball really well for the team. And then you got Brooke Grinstead, who can be one of those people that's going to pop it for you from 3. So let's see if they can get some productivity from the bench, like you said.
Yes, we're about moments away from the national anthem and lineups here in the stadium. We'll come back and we'll get you the lineups when we come back in just a moment. All right, let's meet today's starters. First for the Bluffton Beavers. At guard, number 3, Madison Brown. Number 15, Kayla Prigge. Number 20, Rachel Clark. Number 33, Tamron Brinkman. And number 34, Lindsay Smith. For Franklin, in the front court, it's Jordan Kuhn, Riley Munkel, and Maddie Barnes. And in the forward spots, it's Erica Buning and Taylor Cooney for the Grizzlies. This should be a fun matchup. This year, two teams last year split both matchups, both teams winning at home. So we'll see this year which team can get the upper hand on the opening matchup, as Cooney and Smith open up the tip and the Bluffton Beavers control it for the first quarter of action. Into the post with Smith now, guarded by Buning. Trying to get inside, and Brown wasn't looking for it, and taken away by Munkel. Grizzlies out and running. Cooney down to the left-hand side. Left-hand layup, good, 4-2.
That's what they need. Franklin needs the fast break points if they want to get it out to an early lead in this game, and that's just a mistake on the entry pass. Obviously, Brown wasn't looking for it. It just wasn't a great look there.
Almost another takeaway, but dribbling it out of bounds is Munkel, and stays here with the Beavers. Yeah, Franklin on Wednesday against Manchester only had 6 fast break points. They weren't playing their style of offense.
No, yeah, they love to be able to trap and get those fast break points, move the ball. Both men's and women's teams do here for Franklin. So I definitely think that that's going to be more of a focus tonight, especially against such a good defensive team in Bluffton.
Clark gives it inside for Smith, working on Buning, kicks back out. Prigge will launch a 3 and is on target.
That's a good shot right there, wide open, top of the key. Definitely. Just need to be more aware to close out on her.
And Munkel travels there, bringing the ball up the court, try to pass out on the little bit of a 3/4 court press from Bluffton, and they turn it over.
Yeah, Bluffton maybe trying to give Franklin a little bit of the taste of their own medicine, maybe try and surprise him.
Brown goes inside, gets it blocked by Cooney, and it goes out of bounds, stays with Bluffton.
Hard screen right there.
Almost had Prigge open for an open cut, but covered up well. That errant pass out of bounds, out of the reach of Rachel Clark, and Franklin gets a possession back.
Yeah, it's Smith's second turnover already. She had the one on the entry pass to Brown that she wasn't looking for, and then that one was just a little off. Miscommunication between teammates. Just need to be a little more smart with the ball. You cannot give free possessions to Franklin.
Buning, top of the free throw line. Barnes drive baseline, kicks out. Munkel into the lane, bounce pass to Buning, over to Cooney. Thought about the 3, drives to the free throw line. Good ball movement from the Grizzlies. Shot clock down to 10. Buning to the baseline, in the paint. Gets a shot off and scores with the floater.
I mean, when Buning gets inside and has any sort of size advantage, it's almost a ball game. I mean, when she gets down there and she can use her post spin and post moves, it's just too easy.
Yeah, Buning, one of the star freshmen in the conference, averaging 10 points a game for Franklin, the local girl from the Franklin community, as a three-pointer goes in there for Bluffton.
Yeah, 2 early threes here for Bluffton. Not generally what you're going to see from them. And Prigge is definitely their best three-point shooter, at least when it comes to statistics. And Rachel Clark has been very efficient. Just hasn't shot too many on the year. But she hit that one.
As Clark takes away the pass from Cooney. Now running the fast way, Clark to Brown, poked away, kept with Brown. That pass out of bounds off of Cooney. Brown, the leading scorer on this Bluffton team, averaging 15 a game, runs the point for this offense. Now it's inside to Smith, and then knocked away. Munkel diving on the floor, grabbing it, able to keep it alive with Barnes. Now running the court, cross-court pass, almost picked off by Prigge, but it rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, just not a great pass there. I feel like Smith is just forcing too many passes inside. I feel like, she has a size advantage over pretty much everybody on the court. So I think, when she gets down there, maybe look for her own shot a little bit more rather than looking for like the backdoor cut she's been looking for so far.
See if Franklin generates some offense for Kuhn. No shot attempts so far, opening 3 minutes. Buning over to Barnes. Barnes looking for options. Cooney comes off the pin down at the free throw line, over to Buning. Now Buning into the lane, bounce pass taken away by Brown.
That's, again, I would just like to take the shot there. I mean, Smith was on the outside, so Buning had a free lane right there.
Had her on her back, had the lane open for herself, tried to make the extra pass. If it would have gone through, it would have been a good pass for Barnes, but nothing there. Now, Bluffton on the offense, handoff with Priggy, step back, two-pointer, off the back rim. Barnes secures the board for Franklin.
Franklin's really got to get going here. Bluffton is a very good defensive team, so you want to be more in motion.
Barnes, quick release, shot no good. Smith grabs the board. Clark over to Priggy, now into the paint with Smith. Has Buning on her. Turnaround jumper off the glass. Sweet touch and the finish.
I mean, there you go. And that was great defense by Buning, and Smith was still able to get it to go. I mean, that's just a smarter play by Smith there.
The senior out of Mount Victory, Ohio. Averages almost 7 points a game. Good pass there from Cooney. Finds Buning. Gets it blocked by Smith. Tie up here. Franklin wasn't going to get that offensive rebound, but they get the ball back with the tie up. 8-4, 5:53 left in this first quarter. Franklin still struggling for some open shots.
Yeah, I feel like this quarter's gone by pretty quick so far. I mean, yeah, they haven't gotten Jordan Kuhn really involved at all. So now a discussion here from the referees.
I wonder if they're going to check, see if they got the time right, maybe.
I think so.
I don't know if they're going to turn this into a foul. I don't know what they're discussing. They're going to our replay board. I'm not entirely sure what they're checking for.
I think my guess is the time.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's time. That's the only thing I can guess. There's not a foul on the play. It's a tie-up. It's a clear tie-up down there.
Yeah, definitely a tie-up. I mean, they were both on the floor. Barely any contact. Here we go.
It was very quick. They didn't say anything to the time clock. I don't know.
I don't know what they were looking at, but
I think shot clock. Shot clock was at 29. They would have checked.
Okay.
Shot clock is at 17 now. There we go.
Yeah.
We figured it out, everybody.
Because it does retain possession with Franklin, so it should just remain as their normal shot clock, whatever was left.
Buning thought about pulling the three. Over to Munkle. She'll try a long two. Way off target with that chance. Buning trying to save it right to the hands of Brinkman.
I mean, that was good hustle right there. You want to see that, but still, just I feel like they're falling in love with the three a little bit so far.
Brinkman now, handoff. Brown dribbles it out of bounds on the baseline. Another turnover.
Yeah, both teams I feel like are being a little sloppy with it so far.
7 total turnovers so far.
Wow.
4-4, Bluffton 3 for Franklin. Both teams need to clear it up. Trying to generate some consistent offense. Already down to 5:15 to play in this quarter. Pass inside to Munkle. Outside Cooney. She'll try a three-pointer. Off the front rim, no good. Clark or Priggy with the board. Priggy hands it off for Clark. On the left wing. Up top for Sims into the game for the first time. Now Brinkman spinning in the lane. Gets the shot to fall.
Franklin's defense doesn't seem as aggressive as they normally are, and Bluffton's, bringing up the press to half court.
See if they can get Jordan Kuhn going in this offense. Bit of a zone look now for Bluffton as Cooney gets inside, gets it blocked, gets it back, put it off the glass and scores. Second field goal for Taylor Cooney.
Good effort to just, go for the offensive rebound, get the extra shot attempt up. I mean, it's your best bet. I think going in the post has definitely been the most open, especially now that Smith is out of the game. They have a clear size advantage down there.
I believe the three-point shot isn't the way the Franklin Grizzlies win games. They get inside, they score in the paint, just shooting under 30% from three as Taylor Cooney comes up with a steal for Franklin.
And then this is also what they generally win with, these fast break points. They love pushing the pace and moving down the floor just like that with Maddie Barnes, and one.
Barnes taking it across the half court into the lane with the right hand, contact and the finish. Three-point play coming after this immediate timeout here. 3:56 to play. It's 10-8. So Maddie Barnes at the free throw line trying to complete the three-point play. Cut it to a 1-point game with 3:56 in the first quarter left.
I feel like off the free throw here, as long as you make it. I feel like this is where you trap. This is where you get your defense set up and you try to put a little bit of pressure on them to maybe try and force turnovers, because that's generally what they've had success with so far this year.
We've seen Franklin pull out that trap before. No, it's not today. They did it against Hanover a lot.
Yeah.
And that worked for them as they took down their rivals, the Panthers, earlier last month. As Prigge tries to pull up jumper off the 2. Offensive rebound for Bluffton. Fenstermaker into the game for the first time. She goes inside, off the glass, and scores.
They're doing really well in their set offense right now, Bluffton is. They're finding a way to get inside and get past this defense.
Good pass from Barnes. Sees Cooney with an open lane, but can't finish the shot.
That was a great, I think that was a great block by Fenstermacher. I think she got a piece of that one.
Into the post is Brinkman. Shot. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot there, but it worked out.
I think it got blocked by whoever was guarding. I think it might have been Taylor Cooney, but just easy right there. I mean, Fenstermacher just in the right spot at the right time.
One of their best players off the bench is Fenstermacher's 7.5 points a game. And another missed shot there from the Grizzlies.
They just haven't been able to find their groove. Jordan Kuhn still, I don't even think, has a shot attempt yet.
She does not. Coming off of 28 points on Wednesday, averaging over 20 a game. As Prigge will try another 3 off the front rim. Cooney never saw the rebound, and it goes straight for Bluffton.
I think when you see a shot, turn around, box out immediately. Look for the ball.
Prigge trapped on the baseline. Fenstermacher will try a 3 over everything. Another long rebound. Almost kept him bounced by Brinkman, but it doesn't stay off the diving attempt there.
Maddie Barnes coming out. Brooke Grinstead off the bench, the senior. She fires a lot of 3s for them. Let's see if maybe she can get going.
Yeah, the last couple games, though, for Grinstead, just shooting 5 for 21. A good percentage, but not at the rate she would like to. She shoots almost 40% before that, and now it's down to 32% on the season.
Yeah, that definitely took a tank on her percentage so far, but I think, when she gets going, it can really be, you can kind of fire away.
As there's a travel there called on Jordan Kuhn. Too many steps before putting the dribble down. And another turnover by Franklin, their 4th.
I feel like maybe you want to get Jordan Kuhn involved in the pick and roll a little bit here. Maybe get her in some 2-man action so you can, figure something out, get her some space. Let her work in an isolation situation.
Pass inside for Townsend, almost knocked away. And then Kuhn slips there on the court and then drills a 3 is Madison Brown.
Yeah, Madison Brown, like you said, their leading scorer. She's had a pretty good year so far, the junior.
Now Kuhn left open in the corner, leaves it off the front rim, grabs her own miss. Wobbling around, kept it, takes it up, trying to get it over Townsend and rejected. Out of bounds. That one off of Franklin, they're saying. That looked like it could have gone either way. No protest from Coach D'Armilio.
I'm not surprised by that. It was a lot of hustle by Bluffton there, and I thought it was a Bluffton player that hit it out last, but, I mean, it could have maybe scraped off Molly Schultz.
Just over a minute left in this first quarter. Bluffton 16-9 so far, shooting the ball well, over 50% this quarter. Trying to extend this lead before the quarter break. Columber on the right-hand side, guarded by Schultz. And that's a shot clock violation.
That was good defense. Yeah, great defense there by Franklin. I mean, they just, they were able to lock in and not let, the misdirection, because they have a lot of backdoor passes going on. They start them up from the high post. So that was a good job by Franklin, just really watching their man and not letting them get away.
Even I was watching the man. I kept following the ball, didn't even look at the shot clock, didn't realize it was down to 2. Once I looked up, it was already off. And then a
Illegal screen, I think.
Yeah, illegal screen on Franklin. Another costly turnover. They just been sloppy this quarter.
Yeah, very sloppy. Just not taking care of the ball, not playing very smart, honestly. And now it's going to be the last shot here for Bluffton. There's no shot clock here.
Now Franklin against Manchester, they had a rough first quarter as well. They were down 28-15 after one as C comes up with the steal, still bobbling around, trying to keep it. Gets the pump fake, gets her man in the air, draws a foul, can't finish the layup, but 2 shots coming.
Yeah, she definitely wanted to finish that one. But Fenstermacher had very good recovery defense there. You know, C got her with the pump fake, but Macher got a piece of the ball and a piece of her arm there.
It was more of a case of Manchester in that first half on Wednesday against Franklin just not missing. They shot 85% from the field in the first quarter.
Wow, that's
and
unreal.
Bluffton not quite that efficient today, but still a lot better than normal, 53% from the field. As C goes 2 for 2 at the line, makes it a 5-point game with 16 seconds left for Bluffton to get the final shot of the quarter. Brown double screen, goes toward the right, covered by Barnes. Shot game clock down to 4, and that's a travel.
Very good defense from Maddie Barnes there. Just making her have to figure out something. And I think Brown drug that pivot foot.
So 3.5 seconds. See if Franklin can get a heave up here. They'll go with Schulte up to Grinstead. She'll try a 3 at the buzzer. Ooh. Off the back rim. That was close. A slow first quarter from Franklin. Just 4 of 13 shooting. Down by 5 heading into the second quarter. It's been all Bluffton on the offensive end. We'll step aside and be back for the second quarter in just a moment. Second quarter of action, getting ready to get underway here. Bluffton with the early 5-point lead. Franklin just needs to take care of the ball.
Yeah, 5 early turnovers in the first quarter. 28% from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. Just not efficient, not smart. They just need to get a little bit more in their game. And I just feel like they need pressure on defense. Focus, get in transition.
Brown and Prigge play a 2-man game, try to get inside for Smith, and it goes out of bounds, and Franklin gets possession.
It's good hustle there on defense.
As Kate Breeden into the game for the first time on the court with Barnes, Grinstead, C, and Schulte. Cooney at the left elbow, gives up to Schulte, over to Grinstead, now inside to C. Gets underneath her man in Smith, but Smith just has the height advantage there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just, you know, even though C did a good job backing in and you know, getting a shot up, I just feel like, you know, Smith with a huge size advantage, just easy to just reach over for her.
Yeah, 5'6" to 6'1". Bit of a disadvantage there for Peyton C. This time in the lane and gets an easy 2.
That was a good job. They had Breeden at the top of the key at the line. Drew Smith out, had the lane wide open for Peyton C. Easy layup.
Now to Smith on the left elbow, handoff with Prigge. She'll launch a 3-pointer, and she drills another one. That's her third 3.
Prigge's on a
second 3.
Yeah,
sorry.
She's on a run so far. She's had a very good start to today's game, and she's been definitely their best 3-point shooter on the year, showing it right now.
Barnes open for 3, can't get it. Smith grabs another board. Clark brings it up for Bluffton. Trying to stretch this lead at 6 right now. Putting a minute and a half down in the second quarter. Clark trying to get it inside, ends up giving up for Priggy at top of the key. Over to Smith on the left elbow with 8 to shoot on the shot clock. Gives it to Priggy. Drives to the left side, cut off by Schulte. Spins, turns around, gets to the lane, off the glass, and scores.
And that's what you need. You need to move the ball up the floor. Be smart, be fast, be urgent.
Breeden at the free throw line, turnaround, takes a quick release. And then that one's out of bounds. Try to stay by Madison Brown. And it stays with Franklin here. Munkle and Buning will check back in. 2 more starters in the game for Franklin.
Yeah, get a little more size out there. They have a bigger lineup out there right now. Maybe take advantage of that. Draw Smith out like you did on one of the last possessions and, get some cuts going.
Instead, over to Barnes. Inside to C. Guarded by Fenstermacher. Gets it over her top of her, but can't finish. Left it short. Buning offensive rebound out to Barnes. Munkle over to Grinstead. Now to C. C looking for options. Gets it into Buning. Buning works her way inside. Gets it rejected.
Fenstermacher's just had a really good start to today's game. I mean, just overall, defensively and offensively, has been playing very, very well.
See, they credit that with her 3rd block there. She already has 2. See if they put that as a 3rd one in the book.
Yeah, came up as her 3rd block.
Buning tried to go up with a 3, didn't have the ball yet. Now turnover by Franklin again. Brown open for 3 over Munkle, rims out. C gets the board for Franklin.
They caught a break a little bit on that one. She was wide open for 3 until the really late closeout.
C inside, takes some contact and finishes.
There you go. She double pumped, got Smith in the air, caught her off guard a little bit, able to nail it.
Trying to cut it to a 5-point game as Jordan Kuhn and Taylor Cooney check back in for Franklin. You can see already 2 for 2 at the line so far. And can't convert on the 3-point play. 6-point game, 7:15 left in the quarter. Double wall screen there from Bluffton as Clark put up a elbow jumper. Can it hit? Now Franklin the other way, into C. At the baseline, trying to find Cooney out towards Buning down the left side. Gets it to Kuhn. And that's reset here with 16 on the shot clock. It's not a lot of movement on offense for Franklin. Everybody's staying still, waiting for something to happen.
I just feel like they're focusing a little too much on just, hoping that somebody's going to make a cut and hoping somebody else will make it, get open. Set a screen. Get something moving. Get some defenders running across the court. You need some chaos going on.
And Buting pokes that out of Smith's hands as she was looking for the cut there. And it's out of bounds. Possession stays with Bluffton.
Yeah, it was a good play by Buting there.
See what sideline inbound play Bluffton can run here. Get it in to Fenstermacher. Now Brown around the screen. Gets the angle on Jordan Kuhn and a foul before the shot.
Yeah, you're going to say Kuhn was riding her. I mean, just, tough defense, I feel like. But Brown, that's going to be kind of the matchup you want to watch for. Brown and Kuhn, the 2 leading scorers on their respective teams.
Priggy in the corner, thought about the 3. Now out to Clark for 3. Off the back rim, offensive rebound, Fenstermacher. Now Brown on the baseline, trying to get it up and under. Tough shot and a finish.
Yeah, it was a really good bucket right there underneath. I feel like Bluffton's just finding what they're wanting a lot easier, and Franklin has the right ideas, but Bluffton's playing hard defense.
Buting can't handle the pass inside, has to clear out. Now Franklin back in the half-court offense. Buting underneath, gets it rejected, but they'll call a foul that time on Smith. She's claiming straight up, but it'll be a foul and 2 free throws coming. 5:36 left in this second quarter, 23-15. Buning with 2 free throws to cut into this lead.
Two coaches talking to the 2 respective guards in the backcourt for Franklin, having a talk with them, maybe trying to see if they want to get something going, have some sort of rotation going on within the offense that runs through them.
Then following like the made shots for Bluffton, they've been running a 3/4 court press, and that's been causing Franklin a little bit of problems just getting into their half-court set. Now Brown on the left wing, guarded by Kuhn. Now top with Clark, over to Prigge on the left wing. Into the post with Brinkman. Brinkman has Buning on her. Good defense from Buning. Brown on the baseline, another tough shot. They'll call a travel that time, and no basket.
It was good defense from Jordan Kuhn there, forcing a tough shot, putting her in a bad position, forcing the travel. It's just now that, you know, this press coming in, I feel like this is where Franklin would generally match their energy. They have to find a way to just, you know, free up somebody rather than just, you know, hoping somebody's going to move.
Taylor Cooney's going to try a three-pointer, and she's on target. One of the rare three-pointers from Taylor Cooney this season, just shooting 20% from down there, or out there, but drills one here.
And she was wide open. There's a bad rotation on defense left the corner.
Brown gives it up for Prigge. Prigge drives into the lane, tied up there by Munkel. That'll be a jump ball. Franklin with a possession arrow this quarter.
That was just a very good, smart play by Munkel. You know, grabbing the ball, not even forcing any sort of contact. Making Bluffton get a timeout now.
Yeah, immediate timeout here in the second quarter, 23-19. We're back in a few. It's 23-19. Franklin trailing with 4:43 left in the second quarter. What shocks me most going into the stats is Bluffton turned the ball over 11 times to Franklin's just 6.
Wow.
But Franklin only has 2 points off of turnovers, while Bluffton turned that into 14.
I just feel like that Bluffton has done a better job at finding their shots on the offensive end when it gets into just a 5-on-5 set versus set rather than, you know, fast break chaos.
See, missed the underneath layup, the Buning offensive rebound and second chance points for Franklin.
That's what you get when you have Buning down low and you have Taylor Cooney out there. And I will say Taylor Cooney's definitely been the best player so far for Franklin. You know, generally the second option. She's definitely been the, you know, very consistent for them this season, showing up.
Fenstermacher down the lane, tough layup and a good finish. Munkel will top the key. Over to Cooney on the right side, into the free throw line with Buning. Buning kicks out. Cooney will drive inside, take it in, take some contact, but can't finish. Offensive rebound, Peyton C. throws it up. No contact, no foul with the contact, and then a rebound for Bluffton.
See, if I'm Franklin, I'm trying to push the pressure up, make them shoot outside. Don't let them get those easy entries on the inside. Like Fenstermacher just gets into the post up right there. They need to do a better job of not allowing that. That's a good play by Buning there.
Yeah, Buning almost taking it away. And steps out of bounds there.
There you go, Fenstermacher. Yeah, she got trapped in the corner. That's exactly what you do. Just run up, double team.
3:12 left in this second quarter. It's a 4-point lead for Bluffton right now. Franklin just trying to get something going on offense, find something consistent. Buning over to Kuhn. That pass too hard to handle, and it's out of bounds.
Just a little too much to the right of Jordan Kuhn. And it's just, I think she's frustrated. She hasn't been able to really find anything on offense and find her openings.
She probably wanted to catch and shoot that. That pass just too far outside of her frame and couldn't corral it in. As Sims gives it up to Brown on the baseline, guarded by Munkle. Brown underneath, can't get it finished. It's an offensive rebound, gets it again. And it's out for Sims for a three-pointer. Off target, another offensive rebound for Bluffton. Tries to throw it over the top of C there. And nothing going.
Wide open. What a pass by Munkle.
Quarterback to receiver on that play. And Cooney with an easy layup.
I was about to be upset, but I was like, you cannot allow the 5'6" point guard to get 2 offensive rebounds in back-to-back on the same possession, but they did, and they were able to still make a play out of it.
And Kuhn comes up with a steal.
There you go.
Fast break, wide open layup for Jordan Kuhn. Can't convert. Cooney offensive rebound and can't convert. And then a foul there on Jordan Kuhn.
I mean, just simple mistakes. That happens. Miss a layup, and then, she just ran into the fender. That was just a rough one for Franklin. Had their chance to tie it up, too.
Maddie Barnes and Molly Schulte check back in for Franklin as Jordan Kuhn heads to the bench. She picked up her second foul there.
Yeah, Coach Darmilio giving her a little pep talk before she goes to the bench.
Brown lost
Send her
that
back
handle.
out there.
Loses
Second
it.
half.
Three-pointer for Sims is on target. Another three from Bluffton, their 4th of the game.
Yeah, this is more efficient than they generally are from 3, and they're doing really well so far.
Nobody in the paint yet for Bluffton, and Schulte takes advantage and goes for 2. Minute 20 left. Bluffton looking for some offense. Munkle steals it, tripped up, gets it up to Schulte. One-on-one. Try a floater in the lane, too strong. Rebound almost secured by Buning. Kept in the bound.
Trap.
And then a trap there, but a foul called on Franklin.
Yeah, she could have that one back, but it's a tough one. A lot of physical defense going on here. Wow, 14 turnovers so far from Bluffton. I mean, that's their game average. They already have it in the first half here and still have the lead. I mean, I think that's resembling Franklin's inefficiency on offense so far, only shooting 31% from the field.
I mean, 14 turnovers, only 2 points off those turnovers. They're not turning it into offense. They need to take advantage of those opportunities in the second half.
Exactly.
Brown on the left side, guarded by Barnes, gets it up and draws a foul on the shot. So 2 free throws coming for Madison Brown, the junior leading scorer. 82% free throw shooter on the season. Connects on the first attempt. And 2 for 2 at the line for Brown. Gets her 6 points in this first half. Inside, Breeden.
There you go.
Multiple bodies around her trying to get out. On to Buning. The paint congested.
And
turnaround foul and the bucket for Erica Buning.
I mean, that's a good play. She was able to get the shot up there.
Buning going to the line again, trying to complete a 3-point play. Cut it to a 2-point game with 29:06 left on this first half. Three-point play converted for Buning as Brinkman will check in.
Yeah, Buning's had a really good half so far.
Taylor Cooney will also check in for Franklin.
You still got a chance here to, no shot clock here, but if, Bluffton ends up taking an early shot or you get some sort of turnover, Franklin still has a chance here to take the lead before the half despite Just a poor half.
They're shooting 33% from the field compared to Bluffton's 48%. Also 4 from 9 from 3 for Bluffton, but Franklin 1 for 6. Both teams struggling with turnovers, but Bluffton making the most of it so far. Game clock down to 8 into Townsend, and then taken away by Cooney.
Turnover.
4 to shoot in the game clock. Down to 2. 1 second left. Cooney gets it up and scores at the buzzer.
Awesome to see, to tie it up before the half. Taylor Cooney, their best player so far this half, doing a good job, finishing the half strong, tying it up despite the struggles. And now you got an even game. It's 0-0. That's all you got to think about as a team. It's 0-0 going into half.
11 points in that first half for Taylor Cooney on 5 of 11 shooting. Franklin, even though the 7 turnovers turned into 18 Bluffton points, just Franklin are still tied up here at 30. Caleb Prigge, 8 points, leading the way for Bluffton. 3 for 6, has 2 3-pointers. And the points from turnovers, points in the paint. Franklin winning that points in the paint battle, 22-14. But they don't have many 3-pointers, just 1 of 6 from 3-point range.
Yeah, so Franklin does need to be winning the points in the paint battle. They had a much better second quarter there to finish off the half.
Cut that lead as big as 8 for Bluffton. They cut it down and tied it up going into the halftime break. We'll see which team can figure out the turnovers and if Franklin can get their offense going, or if Bluffton can keep running this tough defense and keep scoring off those turnovers going in the second half. We'll step aside and we'll be back in about 14 minutes for the second half. second quarter action getting ready to get underway here, or second half of action, sorry. It's tie game, 30-30. That's a silver lining for Franklin.
Exactly. You know, you had the, if you look here, Bluffton had the lead for 18:43 of the entire first half, while Franklin had the lead for 49 seconds. And that was in the very beginning of the game.
Yep.
You know, with how poorly that they shot the ball and played offense in the first half, I think that, you know, now that it's 0-0 essentially going into the second half here, that's what they needed to see. Now Bluffton, you know, you had 15 turnovers in the first half. You know, Bluffton needs to do a better job of taking care of the ball. Franklin needs to take advantage on that more, pressure the defense a little bit more.
Brown goes inside. Contact there on the shot from Maddie Barnes, and 2 free throws coming for Madison Brown.
Because one thing I'll say is Franklin hasn't necessarily been pressuring Bluffton on defense, but they still have 15 turnovers.
Yeah.
So imagine what would happen with a pressure on defense, especially what would that, you know, what that would take to their fast break points.
Yeah. Fast break points 0 for Franklin. Yeah. No, that's wrong.
9 for Franklin.
9 for Franklin.
0 for Bluffton.
So they need to get out and run, take advantage of turnovers. Brown 2 for 2 at the free throw line there. Barnes over to Munkle. She'll launch a 3-pointer. Too strong, long rebound secured by Maddie Barnes. She'll go inside, lay off the glass, and scores.
High IQ play from Barnes there. She got the ball, knew her defender was leaning onto her right side. She had the left lane wide open, turned around, wide open floater. Awesome to see.
Priggy off the screen, takes the baseline, draws contact. Another foul by Franklin to open up this third quarter.
Yeah, Priggy, I think, is who they're going to want to get going for Bluffton. Bluffton, she definitely had probably their best first half. She shot the ball the most efficient. She was 2 for 3 from 3, 3 for 6 from the overall field. You know, Priggy, she's got a good shot. Try to get her involved, get her hot going into the game. You know, get a good start here for this second half.
Missed the front half of the 2 free throws. Second one off target too, but an offensive rebound for Bluffton. Chance to get 2 anyway. Inside with Smith, kicks out. Priggy thought about the 3, gives up for Brown. 10 on the shot clock. Inside, down to 2 to shoot. Smith just has to put it up and scores off the layup. No one guarding her there.
Yeah, no one can really match her size inside, and showing there is now Buning. Awesome cut.
Great find there from Taylor Cooney. And 2 easy buckets to rim to start the second half for Franklin. Clark guarded by Cood. Now Buning takes away that pass inside for Smith. Franklin trying to run the fast break. Coon over to Cooney. Cooney inside, gets it blocked but fouled on the shot there. And 2 free throws coming for Taylor Cooney.
I like the extra cuts that are coming in. You know, you have 2 people down low on the blocks. One person gets it. You take Smith with you. You know, the bigger of the 2 inside for Bluffton, and then you drive on the other side. You're going to have a size advantage every time. So I like them attacking that and finding that open man.
With these free throws, Franklin takes a 1-point lead as Buning almost takes it away there. Couldn't quite keep it in bounds.
Super close. Good hustle from Buning, though.
Take their first lead since the early parts of the first quarter. Priggy working on Munkle. Takes it inside, gives up to Smith. Smith to Priggy in the corner. Thought about the 3, steps inside for a 2. Lays it short. But an offensive rebound by Clark. Clark gets it into Smith on that low post on the right side, working on Cooney. Uses the size and the advantage for the basket.
Yeah, Smith, she had a really good first half. She was actually the highest if you like the +7 stat. She had +7, largest of anyone on the team, and you could feel her impact when she's on the floor.
Cooney gets underneath, gives it to Cooney. Cooney, a hard time handling the dribble. Into the corner, Buning for 3. off the back rim, no good. Rebound by Brown, and then out of bounds off of Maddie Barnes. First 3 minutes of the third quarter gone by. Clark on the double wall screen, gives it to Brown on the baseline cut. Underneath over the top of Cooney, and scores is Madison Brown.
That's a good pass inside. They've had success with the cuts so far today. That's good play inside.
Kuhn for three in the corner. Bullseye, Jordan Kuhn.
Her first bucket of the game. She finally found her open shot. Was able to get in there. Her second three of the game, her first one that she made. 1 for 4 now from the field. Hopefully Jordan Kuhn, that first one, can give her a little bit of confidence, you know, getting back into this game here.
She can kind of take over this second half. Franklin can probably try to open up a lead if they can play the defense they know they can.
Exactly. She's a big reason why they're 10-3 so far this year. I feel like that would definitely be the impact, the big game changer. And one, Maddie Barnes.
Tough finish there with the contact. Up and under scoop layup off the glass. Good finish for Maddie Barnes. A three-point play coming. Peyton C. and Brooke Grinstead check back in for Franklin.
It's an awesome momentum play there for Franklin. Now you have a chance to take a three-point lead here. You know, get it, you know, getting closer to that two-possession area. Maddie Barnes being the person to do it always gives this team a nice big momentum boost.
Brown guarded by Barnes. Gets it up for Priggy on the right wing. Drives inside, gets a layup off, draws a foul. So 2 free throws coming for Kayla Priggy.
Yeah, it was a good drive from Priggy there. Staying aggressive. Not sure they called the foul on.
First free throw there, good from Priggy. Already 5 fouls in this quarter. There's just 3 in the first quarter and 7 in the second quarter. Referees at halftime maybe decided to pick up the whistle. Saw a lot of physical play in that first half.
Yeah.
Try to police it more. Instead, over to Kuhn on the top of the key. Kuhn over to Barnes. Barnes thought about a 3, drives inside, bounce past the C on the baseline, shot clock down to 12. C almost picked up that pivot foot, left it down inside. C with 4 to shoot, gives it up for Barnes. Thought about a 3, got to put it up here with 2. I don't know. Call a 3-second violation there on Peyton C.
Yeah, she was inside the key. Just need to be more aware there. I think the Bluffton coach has been calling for that all game because I think Franklin's got caught themselves a little bit inside too long. You got to be more aware. You got to be bouncing in and out.
Bluffton a chance to retake the lead here. Down by 1. Clark on the left wing, inside to Fenstermacher, guarded by Grinstead. It's underneath, gives it up for Smith. She'll try a mid-range jumper, and it is bottoms. More of that zone look we saw a little bit of in the first half for Bluffton.
Yeah,
2-3. Long 3. Long rebound, almost secured. Franklin picks it up, gives it up for Kuhn. Kuhn lays it in and scores.
Awesome play by Peyton C there. Seeing that Fenstermacher wasn't able to hold on to the ball, made the hustle play. Kuhn, good job cutting to the other side of the basket, making the smart IQ play. Good job by Franklin there, taking advantage on a missed opportunity from Bluffton.
Smith, this time on the left side. Over to Fenstermacher. Down to 6 to shoot on the shot clock. Around Grinstead. Puts it up with the left hand and scores.
Yeah. Fenstermacher, once again, doing well in the post.
More 3/4 court press after the made shot from Bluffton. Lead changing back and forth. It's just a 1-point game. Grinstead to C down low. C Lost it. Knocked out of bounds by Fenstermacher.
I feel like against this 2-3 defense right now, as we're about to get into a timeout. Smith's holding on to the middle. You got to try and attack the wings. You got to find your open shooters on the wings. Pump fake, dribble, drive.
Yep. Franklin down by 1 heading into the media timeout in the third quarter. 3:54 left to play. Coming out of the timeout, Franklin in possession underneath their own basket. Kuhn, Breeden, Schulte, C, and Grinstead, the 5 for Franklin. Schulte to Kuhn off the inbound, 4-3.
Yes.
Second 3 of the quarter for Jordan Kuhn.
That's what they've been looking for. Jordan Kuhn, you got to get her into some rotations. Get some off-ball screens for her. They did that right there. Wide open wing 3. It's exactly what you need to see, especially against a 2-3 zone defense. Attack the wings.
Briggy in the corner, gets it inside to Fenstermacher, guarded by C. Over the top of C, can't finish. Smith, rebound, and put back.
Size advantage is too easy on side, and then you had Molly Scholt, the freshman guard, having to defend.
Grinstead for 3, bullseye. Back-to-back 3s for Franklin. Makes it a 3-point game.
Good job not letting the bucket get to you. Turning around, going to the next possession, moving quick, found Grinstead. That's the person you want shooting the three-pointer.
Briggy gives it up for Clark. Shot clock down to 12 already. Clark around the screen. Almost lost the handle, picks it up inside, poked away by Schulte. Brown gets it up, shot blocked, still bouncing around, down to 2, blocked again. We'll call it a tie up there. Pancake the ball with Brown was Breeden. It'll be a tie up, Franklin with possession.
Yeah, it was a good tie up by Scholt there, and there was just a lot of hands on the ball there. It was a bad call there, just called the jump.
Schulte gives to C. Over to Grinstead. Breeden on the left elbow into C. C lowers a shoulder, trying to get the basket, and can't convert. Rebound by Fenstermacher. Now Fenstermacher on the right wing into Smith. Gets underneath, had the position, and scores. Good play ran there by Bluffton.
Yeah, it's a good play. Yeah, like you said, good cut inside. Found the right person.
Smith ties Cooney for 12 points, game high. Kuhn drives inside, gets it rejected. They'll call a jump ball there. Tie up. Kuhn hit the deck hard there, though.
Yeah, it was all ball, but yeah, she fell right on her back. It was not. Let's see. Let's hope she's okay here.
Able to get to her feet by herself. She'll check out here, though.
Yeah, I just think she.
I guess she can still power through it.
Yeah, I think that she might have just fell right on the tailbone, which that hurts. Yeah, she's holding her tailbone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That hurts a lot. I've had a bruised tailbone. It's one of the worst pains you'd be surprised. I mean, it is really bad, especially when you fall directly on it after a block shot like that.
Probably having the wind knocked out of her a bit, caught her breath. She's all good to go. That's turnaround jumper there from Prigge. Gives Bluffton back on top. Schulte working with Kuhn on the elbow. Kuhn takes the screen inside, trying to find Buning, but that pass too hard and a turnover by Franklin.
Right look, but like you said, just a little too hard, a little too fast on the anticipation from Jordan Kuhn. A little too much to the outside as well. Buning wasn't able to get there.
Peyton C will check out for Taylor Cooney, the leading scorer for Franklin, with 12 points. Just got 2 rebounds and 2 blocks is Taylor Cooney.
I will say Jordan Kuhn has done a lot better in the second half so far to get back into her game, but Bluffton has countered that by only having 1 turnover so far this entire quarter. That has definitely kept them in this game and kept them with the lead.
Inside with Brinkman, guarded by Buning. Tough shot, almost rims in. Buning grabs the rebound. 45 seconds left in the quarter.
Good find.
Cooney inside, layup, and the basket.
That's what they need to take the lead. Cooney had the wide open lane. Good find from Molly Schultz.
.30 seconds left, 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Prigge around Grinstead. Gives it up for Sims. Sims into the paint, taken away by Buning. Down to 15 on the game clock. Franklin can have the last shot, but Buning will just take it coast to coast. Layup, can't finish. Kuhn almost taking it away there. And Clark, called for double dribble, has just 1 to shoot on the game clock. At the buzzer, won't go. Franklin, 1-point lead.
Yeah, a lot of people were calling for travel right there when she was dribbling, but it's looking like it's going to go down to the wire.
Both these teams last year split the contests on home and home. Bluffton trying to get the road victory here. We'll see who comes out on top with the final 10 minutes to play in just a few moments. Final 10 minutes to play. Franklin with the ball to start the 4th quarter. It's a 1-point game. You know, Franklin's been playing to Bluffton's averages, closer to 59 points per game. We'll obviously have more than that, most likely.
Yeah, it seems like it. Definitely, like you said, yeah, they're playing closer to Bluffton's averages. This is more of a Bluffton game. Buning.
Tough finish there. Grabs her own miss. Gets a second chance points herself.
Yeah, they're definitely playing more of a Bluffton style of game of basketball. So if they're going to win, they're going to have to win at their style. So let's see how it goes as we close it out here.
Clark at the top of the key, gives it up for Sims inside. Now with Brinkman on the left post. Clark drives, just 6 on the shot clock. Inside, Fenstermacher on Barnes, up and underneath, scoop and score.
Fenstermacher, she's just good at getting those little awkward shots in the post, and she makes a lot of them.
Into double figures now. Bounce pass to Buning, can't finish the layup. Rebound grabbed by Brinkman.
Buning's had a very good game so far. She had a pretty good 3rd quarter. Started off this quarter with a bucket, but now, you know, it was a close one there.
Prigge gives it into Fenstermacher down low, this time guarded by Taylor Cooney. Now Sims at the elbow, gives it up to Clark, down to 8 to shoot. Clark, step back, 3-pointer. off the front rim, left it short. Barnes to Kuhn. Kuhn will launch a three. Cash.
Jordan Kuhn, that's exactly what she needed. That's her third three of the game. Now got double figures into the points of 2-possession lead now for Franklin. Not many times you've seen that so far this game. That's what they needed.
4-point game as Bluffton will take a timeout with 8:25 left in this fourth quarter. Close game, 4-point lead for Franklin with 8:30 to play. Reminder, 30 minutes after this game, the men's game will tip off. Franklin off the back of a dominant win over Manchester.
Absolutely a 44-point win. They were just on fire that night. And last time we were here for a doubleheader, the women's game ended in spectacular fashion with the buzzer beater shot. So, we'll see. We got a close game coming up here. Let's see how it ends up.
Smith on the elbow, gets to Brown on the low block. Brown over the top of Cooney. Tough layup, can't get it to go. Rebound, Fenstermacher takes a contact off of Barnes and will shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good play by Fenstermacher there. She's been, in my eyes so far, I think she's been their best player today. She's definitely been on it. She's been getting a lot of open looks inside and has made a big impact for them.
Maddie Barnes picks up her 3rd personal. Only player in the game with 3 fouls. Maddie Barnes, so not much foul trouble to worry about for both teams. The final 8 minutes coming. 2 for 2 at the free throw line for Fenstermacher.
I think Jordan Kuhn, after that last 3, is going to be looking for a lot more of her own shots here. She's had a really good second half. She might want to finish this game out strong, be the person to close it here.
Good pass there from Cooney, finds Barnes on the cut and the 2 points.
Fantastic pass. I wasn't even sure that was going to get to Barnes. And I think Barnes was even surprised that she was that open and the pass got to her. It's a good play right there.
Brown into the corner for Clark. Clark to Fenstermacher at the free throw line. Drives in on Cooney, tough layup, can't finish. Long rebound secured by Franklin. Cooney takes the other way, drives coast to coast, gets it blocked.
Yeah, that was a good play by Smith there. They had numbers on that possession. Kuhn had a wide open lane to the basket, but Cooney wasn't quite looking up when she got the ball.
Pretty hustled back on defense for Bluffton. Kuhn thought about taking the quick 3. Passed it up for Buning. Now Barnes. Back to Kuhn up top. 15 on the shot clock. Taylor Cooney for 3. Bullseye. Taylor Cooney's 2nd 3 of the game.
Jordan Kuhn passed that ball to her and told her, shoot it. And she did. She nailed it. That's exactly what we want to see. Taylor Cooney's had an awesome game so far for Franklin. 17 points on the day. Her 2nd 3.
Brown into the corner. Prigge, she's on target from 3 and continues. Her 3rd 3-pointer of the contest.
Yeah, she's been fantastic from deep so far, and that's what Bluffton needed because it looked like it was starting to get a little out of hand, and now Bluffton's got the momentum their way.
Barnes can't get the layup to fall. Now Smith at the top of the key. Over to Clark. Clark working on Munkle, spinning in the lane. Up and under, rejected by Buning. And then a foul on the rebound on Fenstermacher.
Yeah, good play from Buning there. High IQ. Obviously, Clark was going down on the inside. You could see the post spin coming, and so Buning just switched off her man, got the block.
Molly Schulte will check in for Maddie Barnes here with 6:20 left in this 4th quarter. 4-point game. We'll have a good finish coming for you here on Grizz TV. Buning, handoff to Cooney at the free throw line into the corner. Schulte up to Cooney. Munkle now on the right wing. Moving across the perimeter. Buning try to get the three-pointer. Gets underneath. Gets a shot up and finishes.
She got the pump fake. She got Smith up at the pump fake. Faked inside. Pump fake again, went down. Too easy for Buning.
14 points and 6 rebounds for Erica Buning. Clark on the wing. And now to Smith at the free throw line. Smith looking for Brown. Brown gets it on the right side. Brown around the screen, a long two-pointer, and it's easy buckets for Madison Brown.
Good defense by Molly Scholl all the way up until the second screen. And then Madison Brown just got wide open. Too easy for her, too easy of a jumper. Can't let that happen this late in the game.
Kuhn at the top of the key for Franklin. Gives it to Buning. Buning over to Schulte. Schulte to Munkle. Munkle to Kuhn on the left wing. Cooney will drive inside, takes it up, foul. 2 free throws coming for Taylor Cooney.
Fenstermacher came up after the end of that play, grabbing the back of her head and her neck. I think she's going out here.
Yeah. Cameron Brinkman will check in for her. Taylor Cooney, 2 free throws coming. First free throw rolls off the right of the rim. Chance to make it a 5-point game with a second free throw. And that one rims out. Unlucky. No friendly bounce here at home for Taylor Cooney at the free throw line. Still a 4-point game. Under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Prigge launches a 3.
Oh!
Wedgies it. That one stuck up there. We'll see. I'll take us to our immediate timeout as a dead ball here. 4:45 left to play. 63-59 as we head into this last immediate timeout. Franklin with the lead will come back for the final 4:45. So Bluffton will keep the possession after the wedgie on the 3-point attempt from Kayla Prigge. 20 on the shot clock, 4:45 to play, 4-point lead for Franklin. Into the corner, Prigge down low, Smith gets the bucket.
Franklin's got to be careful there. Cooney was on the back of Smith. I'm surprised he didn't call a foul. It's going to be too easy. You got to get in between her and the basket, and can't make any mistakes like that.
Schulte loses it, dives on the floor, keeps it alive, and Prigge won to pick it up. Bluffton, chance to tie it here with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. Bluffton led most of the first half, but Franklin tied it up right before the second half. And a back and forth second quarter, or third quarter, saw Franklin have a 1-point lead. Smith off the glass, friendly roll, ties it up at 63.
I mean, if she's going to be able to keep getting buckets like this, they're going to keep feeding her. You know, Franklin's got to answer.
And a foul there on Clark. Taylor Cooney picks that one up. That's Clark's first foul. Fenstermacher picked up 2 back-to-back fouls late, or a couple minutes ago. One on the rebound and then one on Taylor Cooney's shot attempt. So she's down with 4 fouls. So see if she'll check back in. She's been a key part off that bench. Has 12 points, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks. Almost a double-double for her. Barnes is inside the C now. C kicks out. Now to Kuhn, 15. Over the top, Schulte. Buning gets the bucket.
That's who you want to get the ball right there. She got in between her man and the basket. That's exactly what she needed to do.
Got the position, a perfect feed inside there. And then 2 more points for Erica Buning.
Good find
16
from
on the day.
And I think that that blocking foul they had earlier did a good job at slowing it down, because I feel like Franklin was I think they were a little worried by the back-to-back buckets. They were moving too quick.
Chance to make it a 2-possession game again. Buning inside and finishes again.
That's 18 for Erica Buning. She becomes the scoring leader for the team so far.
Having a big 4th quarter here. And then a timeout taken by Bluffton as they cross half court. 4-point game, under 3 left to play. We'll step aside for a moment. Out of the Bluffton timeout, we'll see what they've drawn up here. Trying to get a bucket, down by 4 with 2:54 left in the 4th quarter.
I mean, I'd be surprised if you don't go back to Smith here on the inside. Fenstermacher back out there with her 4 fouls. I would just want to get Smith right now in the post up.
Yeah, or see if you can find Kayla Prigge open for 3. Prigge drives inside, knocked away. C keeps it in bounds, but falls right to the hands of Prigge, goes inside. Blocking foul there on Jordan Kuhn. Might have had the heel on the painted stripe there in the lane. So 2 free throws coming for Kayla Prigge.
Either that, the hands up might not help you either. Generally in the charge position, you want to be with your hands by your hips, but when you have your hands up, it can look a little more like you're leaning into them.
Free throw from Prigge, good there. Prigge's been a huge spark in this lineup. 16 points. Hit 3 threes. Can't hit that free throw. That one goes out of bounds, poked away by Fenstermacher. So Franklin will get the possession. So 2:30 left to play. In this 4th quarter, Franklin leads by 3. Jordan Kuhn has had a big second half. Erica Buning had a big 4th quarter. Who they go to get a bucket here to extend this lead? Munkel to Barnes. Barnes over to C. C trying to find options. Down to 5 to shoot. Gives up to Munkel. Munkel will try a 3. And that's way off target from Burley Munkel. That's not her shot. And then Franklin turns it over.
Not the shot you're looking for there. I think they were looking for Jordan Kuhn. Peyton C nearly had Maddie Barnes in the backdoor cut there, but just Barnes couldn't, free herself up quite enough. And, it's better than a turnover in transition, but still under 2 minutes left. I mean, this is going to go down to the wire.
Brown, pass out. Clark will travel there before the shot. Took too many steps before putting it up. And another turnover by Bluffton. They've done a better job this second half turning it over, but that's a costly one.
That is a costly one. I just feel like sometimes I've been in an experience like you get so excited, you're wide open for 3 to tie it up. Like you just get so excited, and then you don't realize that you're taking a couple steps before you shoot it. I mean, happens to all of us.
Minute 45. Munkel brings it up. Gives it to Cooney on the left elbow. Cooney bounce pass to Buning. Buning again inside and finishing.
Up to 20 on the day for Erica Buning. I mean, she's just had an absolutely monster second half. And, I mean, she's coming up clutch right now. 5-point lead now for Franklin.
She had 10 points through 3 quarters. She has 10 points this 4th quarter. And Munkel comes up with a steal, and then a timeout taken by Franklin. Good play, good coaching there by Coach Darmila, realizing she was probably going to get tied up for a jump ball, not having possession arrow.
Exactly. Huge momentum shift now. You get the turnover. You have a 5-point lead. Just over a minute to go. You get the timeout. You're going to get it at half court now, I believe. They're going to advance the ball. I mean, that's huge. Now, if you get one more bucket, this game is going to start getting closer to wraps.
We'll say the inbound will probably be on the baseline for Franklin instead of on the sideline. Inbounds done half court since they weren't past the 3/4 mark of the court. But just a quick 30-second timeout by Franklin. Up by 5. I mean, Erica Buning, star of the 4th quarter, 10 points. She got 6 rebounds as well. Taylor Cooney had 17.
Yeah, she's just had a great game inside. Despite, when you have Smith inside, this Bluffton team has multiple large presences inside at the center position, but Buning's found a way to get in between her defender and the basket and find her open shots and just find her looks and be efficient with the ball. And 9 for 15 from the field, I mean, that's really good efficiency. Franklin has been so much more efficient this second half, going from 30-something%. Now they're at 46. Very good way to respond.
Also shooting 40% from 3, well above their season average. Buning back inside, kind of working herself. Blocked by Smith, rebound by Fenstermacher, but that's a tie-up. And Bluffton will concede possession here as Franklin has possession arrow.
That's a huge play. I mean, they just had a rebound and Taylor Cooney tying it up there that gives them a free possession.
1:07 left on the game clock. Long inbound for Cooney. Franklin could just take their time here. Use the shot clock, use the game clock up. Coon into the corner, Buning, pass up the 3. Just moving around.
Yeah, run the clock. I like that play by Buning. Don't take the 3 that you don't really need. Run the clock, look for a better shot.
Munkel, handoff for Coon. Coon with 5 on the shot clock. Coon around the screen, inside the Buning up and scoring again.
And that's who deserves to finish it there. Because now, referee calling something here, but I mean, that's a huge play. What's going on here?
Not entirely sure. Talking to the scorer. I think maybe check time, make sure they stop the clock on time. Add maybe half a second, a second.
I mean, I'm not sure why the referee stopped play right after the bucket. I mean, the bucket happened. It looked like the referee pointed to Bluffton's coach for a timeout, but then now they're looking at the replay. I'm unsure about what is necessarily they're looking at here.
I can only assume clock, making sure that the time, give Bluffton every second they should have.
It's fair. I mean, I just don't understand why they would do it directly after the basket was scored.
Yeah, the clock was stopped.
Yeah, the clock was stopped there, and I just felt like that they, directly after the basket, he pointed like it was a timeout, but then immediately they were just unsure about what they're replaying. So let's see what they're really looking at here.
Yeah, all 3 officials around the board. The new conference mandated replay, voted for by the coaches almost unanimously. Besides the Franklin head coach, Coach Darmilio, was one of the coaches that did not vote for that.
I mean, only reason I could think that maybe she did that was because, hey, you're 10-3. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like the replay system. It just helps make sure things are right.
A 12-point 4th quarter from Erica Buning is being the difference for Franklin, and that's what they needed. The freshman stepping up.
Yeah, she's definitely been one of their best, forwards this season. And, she started off the season opener coming off the bench. I think she had 20, 26, or 24 that game. She had a double-double, and that was really what cemented her role into the offense. And then now getting the starting role for most of the games this season and showing exactly why tonight. Also 2 steals and 1 block defensively. I mean, making a big impact, not just on the offensive end with 22 points and 10 for 17 shooting, but 2 steals and a block, playing really well defensively.
So they are breaking away from the replay board, and they called. I wonder if Bluffton challenged. I don't know if they have coaches challenged. Maybe.
I don't think coaches challenge is a part of the replay system. Okay, they added time on the clock. They had a 1.6 onto the clock, so now we're at 39 seconds.
Okay.
I guess that's it. I mean, I guess that's all they were reviewing.
Yep. I think Bluffton will take a timeout after the replay to advance the ball up court as well. Sideline inbound, gets it into Clark. Got to go quick here.
Yeah, you're looking for a quick 3. I'm trying to get the ball to Priggy here.
Fenstermacher gives
Brown.
it to Brown. Brown down to 30. 20 on the shot clock. Brown goes inside, has to put up a tough shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Fenstermacher. Loose ball picked up. Clark for 3. Cash for Rachel Clark. Big three-pointer.
She's had a good three-point shooting season, too. That's another person you want to get the ball to, but they're probably needing a foul here.
Now they'll foul Munkle.
I feel like too much time came off the clock there for Bluffton.
Yes, almost 7 seconds came off. There's still 20 seconds after the made shot.
Exactly, and they still need at least a couple more fouls before you can get even into the bonus here. Yeah. You do not have enough time to be wasting here. You got to immediately play the foul game.
13 seconds left. It's a 4-point game. Now inbound for Franklin. Let's get it in quickly to Jordan Kuhn. And then a quick foul. Second ticks off. Second foul under 2 minutes sends Jordan Kuhn to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Kuhn at halftime had no points at halftime. Was 0 for 3 from the field. The second half comes out, shoots the 3, knocks her first shot down, and then had 2 more three-pointers and a couple buckets, and then 2 clutch free throws here to put the game away. 6-point game now with 12 seconds. Bluffton's going to take a timeout here.
I'm just defending the three-point line here. That's all I'm doing. I'm just defending the three-point line. Get on Priggy. Get on Clark. Those are their biggest threats, and Madison Brown.
Yep.
Those are the 3 people I'm looking at here if I'm Franklin.
All a problem from three-point line. Franklin with 6-point lead, 12 seconds left. So 12 seconds left in the game. Franklin has had a huge fourth quarter from Erica Buning to separate themselves from Bluffton. Bluffton, they came out with the first quarter lead, led most of that first half. You know, the Franklin were able to tie it up right before the break with Taylor Cooney basket at 30, and the second half has been a back and forth battle in the third quarter. The fourth quarter has been all Franklin, outscoring them 22-17, and that being the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a 5-point difference, all Franklin. I mean, that's kind of been the tone of this game. It's just been so close that even just a few-point difference can just be, that's leaning so far one way, because I feel like Franklin has definitely been much more efficient this quarter and playing their style of play.
Gets it in quickly. Clark put up a three-pointer, and she connects again.
I mean, that's the person you were looking for, and they found off the inbound. It's a good play there.
And a quick foul there on Jordan Kuhn. She'll go back to the free throw line for 2 more big free throws.
Yeah. Jordan Kuhn, this is where you come up clutch here. This is, you're your team's season's hot, high scorer. You average 20 a game. You've been their leader. This is where you show up here. She's had a great game in terms of efficiency. She's 2 for 2 from the line so far, making her last 2 just now.
First free throw good from Jordan Kuhn. Makes it a 4-point game and 2-possession game.
You could hear a pin drop in this gym when she gets the ball.
Second free throw up and good. 5-point game, 8 second. Gotta go quickly, get it down to Priggy. And then a foul there.
Good foul. Makes them get a side out here. You only have 4.5 seconds.
Have to be one miracle here from the Beavers if they want to turn this one into an overtime ball game potentially, or even try to win it with 2 threes. Get in quick to Clark. She'll just have to jack it up. They throw it inside for Smith, and she scores. 1.1 on the clock. Barnes will get it in bounds, and that will do it. Franklin come back after a first half deficit, and then a 75-72 win with Erica Buning being the star. 22 points, 6 rebounds for the Grizzlies, leading the way with 4 double-figure scores. Franklin has a great second half to come back and win this one. Cleaned up the turnovers on the second half and won it.
Yeah, they did. They had a really good second half. They really focused. And, I mean, it was just a tough competitive game, very physical. Bluffton played some really good defense throughout the entire game. And, you know, but Erica Buning showed up late. Jordan Kuhn, all 15 of her points in the second half. She was efficient, too, in the second half. She wasn't forcing up shots. You know, she made almost every single one of her shots in the second half. Taylor Cooney had a fantastic game. 7 for 14, 2 for 3 from 3. Not generally what you're going to see from her. I mean, and she played great defensively. 2 steals, 2 blocks. 5 steals from Briley Monkell. She didn't even have a point, but still showing up in the stat sheet just defensively. I mean, that's huge.
Bluffton, led by Lindsey Smith, had 18 points, 7 rebounds. Fenstermacher had 12 points and 10 rebounds for a double-double. Briggy, 3 threes, as well as Clark had 3 threes for 16 points, 9 for Clark.
Yeah, 2 of those being late, obviously, with those 2 really tough shots that she made. You know, the first one, she got it at basically at the top of the key in between that and the wing, and then she got the second one in the corner, a really nice little two-man action right there. So they gave it to Smith, passed it back to her out in the corner. I mean, it was really good effort from Bluffton. They did a really good job at keeping it close the entire game, and you know, they came out and I think they surprised Franklin early on, and you know, Franklin they gained their respect back and showing why they're a 10-3 team now, moving to 11-3, showing that why they're one of the best teams in the conference so far this season. It's exactly what you want to see.
Franklin, the women's will be back in action on Wednesday on the road as they travel to one of the toughest teams in the land, Transylvania, for that matchup. We still have more coming from your way from Grizz TV. The men's game will tip off here in about 30 minutes. Make sure to stick with us for Grizz TV. For that, Franklin women's win 75-72. I was Ryan Gage. With me was Luke Shepard, and that does it for our coverage of Game 1. We'll be back in just a bit for Game 2.